Good afternoon po.
Yes, good afternoon to all the people watching on the live stream and watching on the replay. We have a featured short film for Cinemalaya. We'll be talking to Direct James Fajardo about looking for Rafflesias and other fleeting things. And Rafflesias is a flower, and we'll talk more about the story behind this short film. My name is Anton Diaz, founder of Our Awesome Planet, and we're here awesome live with Direct James Fajardo.
All right. Thank you. And we're here talking to thank you for
James, can you do a short introduction about your film experience and what is this short film all about?
So ako si James. I recently graduated with a film degree at University of the Philippines, Diliman last year. And then I've made short films in the past na rin that made into different film festivals here and abroad. And currently, I'm working as a freelance multimedia artist for different international brands. So for this short film, Looking for Rafflesias and Other Fleeting Things, it was actually my thesis film. It's a coming-of-age drama that tells the story of a teenage boy who is a tikbalang. He goes to the mountain to search for the truth regarding the killings that has been happening in his community, and there he meets an American botanist looking for Rafflesias.
Okay, let's watch the trailer.
Lola, halimaw po ba ako?
All right. So, what was the inspiration behind this short film? Is this ano ba? Is this because you wanted to share the folklore of the Philippines, or was it more of the Rafflesias, or what was the inspiration?
So it was actually about fleeting things. So last 2019, I went to an exchange program in the Netherlands. I studied there for a semester and I was traveling in different cities in Europe. And then with that experience, parang gusto kong gumawa ng script about fleeting moments. Kasi nga, I was traveling alone, I was meeting different people, pero it only lasted for several days lang, ganyan. Tapos parang hindi mo na sila makita ulit. So basically, that was my inspiration doon. And I also met an American guy when I was traveling in Lisbon that made really an impact to me. So I was dun talaga nagsimula yung parang pelikula. And then I just added some folklores and myths. So I went back to our history around 1950s. There was an event kung saan yung CIA, they used myth as wang to capture Hukbalahap. So basically, that's the idea behind it. It's a combination of my personal experience, but at the same time, with an historical event that have happened in our country.
So, was this more of a drama or more horror, or what's the genre you would say about the short film?
This is a coming-of-age film that is drama. Ayun.
Okay. And what's the biggest challenge shooting this film? I know you've shoot this during the pandemic, no? But so what was the biggest challenge for you?
Yung biggest challenge I think is yung parang kung matutuloy ba yung shooting or not. Kasi naka-experience kami ng ilang beses na cancellation ng shooting. Kasi aside from pandemic, nagkaroon din ng typhoon. Originally, we're planning to shoot sa Rizal. We're already scouting the areas there, but a typhoon happened. So we had to relocate and find another shooting location, and we went to Bulacan instead. And then we also have deadlines to meet because it's a recipient of a film grant. So we have a deadline around December. And aside from that, during the production itself, we had to drop different like multiple sequences while we're shooting. We're still revising the script to accommodate or to comply with the rules um with the IATF. Kasi right now, 'di ba, with the safety protocols in the new normal, we're only allowed to have like 12 hours work
Oo,
in one
yes.
shooting day. So yun, to accommodate to comply with that, ayun, we had to adjust, and luckily naman everyone is so flexible, everyone's very parang creative din, very nag-adapt naman sila with the changes.
Oo. Can you talk about you mentioned you got an NCCA grant, no? Can you
Mhm.
talk about it? What is the grant about and why this film? Kasi yung ibang entries, wala yata mga grant eh. But this one,
Mhm.
you have an NCCA. Because of the tikbalang ba yun? Because of the folklore angle?
I think it's because yung grant, it's called Cinehalaga Film Festival. They're also screening this August then until next month. And it talks about Filipino values. So they're planning to showcase different films that tackles different Filipino values. And for this film, yung value namin is kapayapaan. Since the film, it talks about killings, finding who is the suspect or who are the people behind it or who are the like folklore, what's the folklore behind it, ganyan, of what's happening in their community. So I think one of, kaya siguro siya napili among the top. Kasi they chose 12 films and then they will give like 400,000 budget for that, containing different kinds of values. And for this film, yung value namin ay kapayapaan. So it's like an educational material daw that can be used by teachers and students. So the target market is really for education purposes.
All right. Ang galing ah. And can you describe the time that you got that email for being shortlisted, no, here in Cinemalaya? And what was going on in your mind? And why do you think Cinemalaya chose this film as part of the 13 out of 200 plus entries for this festival?
Mhm. Um, Nung una masaya. It was, I'm really happy na we got in. Kasi nga, it's always a dream of mine to be part of Cinemalaya. And I was avoiding it for the past few years because I'm afraid of receiving a rejection from them. So, um, so at first, I was really happy. And then the second one is parang I was worried kasi nga we had a contract with NCCA na parang we have to premiere with them, ganyan. But then, ayun. But then it was finally resolved naman. And then after that, parang okay. I mean, after nun, as in masaya na lang ulit na parang we're really happy to be part of Cinemalaya.
Okay. You're very young, no? You just graduated in film school and part of
Hmm.
Cinemalaya. Any advice for budding filmmakers also who wanted to, get into Cinemalaya or get started with a short film career, maybe during this pandemic, diba? Any advice?
Um, my advice is to really, for me, is to experience the world. I'm the
Okay.
type of filmmaker na parang I always use my experience to write films. If I've made almost all of my short films, they're inspired by my own experiences, and I think it's a good thing na parang if we experience different things, if we experience the world, dun tayo pwedeng kumuha ng mga kwento, kumuha ng mga story na pwede nating ikwento sa ibang tao. And this is always parang asked in different teaching programs, like why you should be the one telling this kind of story. And I think if you experience, if you yourself can relate to the story you are telling, you're capable of answering that question.
Mm-mm. Siguro, maybe just to start off, bakit Rafflesias? Maybe you can explain why did you choose that as a part of the main title?
So yung Rafflesias, it's a very important object in the film. it is something hinahanap ng American botanist. So there's of course another angle na parang exploration ng isang Western person sa Philippines, yung exoticism, othering, ganyan-ganyan. But on top of that, my goal with the Rafflesias is to um, make it as a metaphor to the fleeting things. Kasi yung Rafflesias, isa siyang, as mentioned, flower siya na nabubuhay for only 7 days. Tas, ayun, yun lang yung lifespan niya.
Ah,
7 days. So makita natin yung pagkamatay, yung pagkabuhay, tas ay yung pagkasilang niya, and then yung current na buhay niya, and then yung mamamatay siya in just 1 week. Ganun siya kabilis. But at the same time, sobrang rare niya, sobrang gusto siyang hanapin ng mga tao, and sobrang kakaiba niya. And I think that encapsulates what fleeting feelings are.
All right. So excited to watch the film, the short film, and yeah, the poster is interesting. The story is interesting. So maybe some final message and an invitation to watch. So ang ano nyo ba is it will premiere in Cinemalaya, correct?
Yes, we're having our premiere at Cinemalaya.
At Cinemalaya. So yeah, can you final message and invite them to watch the show?
Again, we're very happy to be part of Cinemalaya, and I hope that you can support us with our Cinemalaya run. You can buy your tickets now at ktx.com. It's part of set A of Cinemalaya Shorts, and you can start streaming it starting this August 6th until September 5th.
All right. Thank you so much. Congratulations, James, again. And good luck with Cinemalaya 2021.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye po.